Hey guys, what is going on? Good evening. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to True Secret Nation here today, guys. And today I'm gonna do another video for you guys. It's a beautiful Sunday. We've just been relaxing, chilling, resting up. Here, eating good. You know what I'm saying? Eating some Heavenly Father provisions. Okay. All praise to the Most High God of Israel today, man. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this channel. Again, this channel is not about me at all. Okay, it's not about trying to get no views or nothing like that. This is all dedicated to Heavenly Father. Okay, because without Heavenly Father, I would not be here. Thank you thank you Heavenly Father for allowing Spirit to be with me. Okay, and I ask that Spirit take control here to give you guys a message for today. And we want to talk a little bit about technology, man. Another episode of technology and how it relates to this great reset. And I know in my previous video, I've been mentioning in my videos, guys, I understand if it's not easily accessible for you to get cash, okay, but if you can use cash, start getting used to using cash, all right? We're going to talk a little bit about some things. And I know a lot of you individuals, maybe sometimes it's not always easily accessible to go and get cash out of the bank or go and get cash, But a lot of times people got cars and all this other kind of shit these days. It's really so easy. And a lot of the times people don't use cash because they want the convenience. They like the card, you know what I'm saying? They like all that stuff. But we're going to go, and it is convenient, right? It's convenient. Yeah, it's convenient for sure. But we're going to get into it, man. So, one really interesting thing that I wanted to touch on, though, with some of these things that's being implemented with this really extremely dangerous beast system, man, is and I wanted to talk a little bit about it. So, guys, let's talk. Let's get down and dirty. So, with the cards, bro. So the swiping versus the tapping, or the swiping versus the chip. Okay. Now, if you ask yourself, what's the fuck is the difference? Why not just keep it a swipe? Why the hell is it got to be I guess it's more convenient. Like, again, I brought up the fact that, maybe sometimes, you can mess up. Sometimes you get, it gets really, backwards on the, it gets real backwards on, like, which way you got to swipe and shit like that, or the chip, And so, here's the thing, guys. Sorry, it's getting a little windy here. Getting actually cooling off, man. Thank you, Heavenly Father. I'm telling you, man. A little hot out today. That's why we've been doing videos with our shirt off and everything else. But hold on a second, guys. Let me make sure. Hold on. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Just had to make sure. Gotta strap down our tent a little bit. Don't want this bad boy to be flying away, but it's pretty decent tent, so I'm not really too worried about it. But let's get back to what we were saying. I appreciate that for Heavenly Father for that little cool off there. But guys, I want to so we got to talk about these different methods of using the card, man. So for the longest time, as a matter of fact, it's really interesting. Probably since I would say, the swiping has been around for quite some time. The swiping of the card, stuff like that. That was our like basic run of the mill go-to like way to use the card, But here recently, it seems, especially in the new millennia here, these new like modern age, ways of using the card, it's become a little bit. They got the chip, or they got the tapping on or you got NFC, which is you do this on your smartphone. You got your Google Pay and all this stuff set up through your smartphone and everything. And so, guys, what I'm going to go ahead and tell you is a lot of this NFC stuff and all this, it may seem badass because I wanted to try it myself. It seems like it's badass, with you got your smartphone, you just tap on the screen, there you go, you pay. The problem is, guys, is that, man, it's really sad because they don't want people speaking against, they don't want people going against anything of this system. They don't want people going against the New World Order. They don't want these things, man. So they're going to go ahead and use like Google Pay and stuff like that to, see, Google Pay, that stuff can easily be compromised, man. I'm telling you guys that stuff can easily be compromised. Okay, this is why it is important that you guys understand that, you know, you just be careful, man. You know what I mean? With cash, something that can't be controlled remotely. Okay, you know, cash is something. See, with the problem with this technology nowadays, with the ATMs and everything, man. Okay, I keep saying, what happens if okay, what about an EMP, man? Okay, guys, all of this stuff, you're not gonna be able to use an ATM. Okay, you're not gonna be able to get any of this. You're not gonna be able to use your card. Everything's gonna be down. So how are you gonna buy anything? How are you gonna buy anything, man? Okay, guys, what you have to realize, man, is that I'm telling you, man, the Great Reset of America. It's a great reset of America. What the hell is a great reset of America? Well, it's a way to get everybody to fall in line and control. Guys, what this is all about is these guys at the top that run our country who are over the president, okay? The president is just a face and a puppet, okay? The guys at the very top, they will use and orchestrate these things and orchestrate events to get people to submit and to go ahead and just go in with the system, man. It's only by the grace of God that it's already started. You know, it's only by the grace of Heavenly Father that I am still alive right now and able to manage and do what we're doing, man. I mean, like, this is a blessing, dude. You know, I don't know where I would be without Spirit and Heavenly Father, man. You know, it's wonderful, man. And I ask Heavenly Father to still just be with me, man, and to guide my steps. And I love doing these videos, man. I want to continue to do these works. I know that I'm not able to upload back to back consistently at the moment, okay? But you know, we figuring stuff out. You know, we rocking, man. You know, I hope you guys enjoy this stuff. I just want you guys to take heed of what I'm saying. You know, it's all about being. I'm not saying be paranoid. It's just about being prepared, man. It's nothing wrong with having some cash on you. Okay, don't sleep on the cash, because what I like about cash, really, it's still loose for currency, right? It's paper. Okay, so that's what you got to understand. So don't get it twisted when I say what I like about cash. But what you know, if you got to use it to get food and stuff like that, what I like about the cash is that it's not traceable. Okay, it's not. There's no. I mean, yeah, you can go to the store, see stuff like that, but you can't. Nobody else can pry into your shit and look at what you're buying and spy on you, because a lot of this is what we deal with, man. Like in my life, my shit is all compromised and spied on and gang stalked, and a lot of the time, Spirit has helped me realize that a lot of it is necessary, and that's perfectly fine. But it's still about just calling it out, speaking up, and it's about getting you guys to realize, you know, when you buy stuff, don't get so complicit in using the card all the time. Always keep some cash on you, okay? Because people spy on you, people watch what you're buying and all this other kind of shit. You know, who the hell else need to know what you buying? You know, whose business is any of that? You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of the times you trust these banks. You trust me, bro, in the banks. Okay, that's literally what it is. You are trust me broing your bank. When you give them these people behind the counters and these tellers and stuff, I'm not trying to come at nobody, but you're trust me broing them. You're literally, everybody always talk about what the YouTube. It's literally fucking trust me bro nation with the banks, man. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, how do you notice somebody just want to, you know, they have access to your shit. If they want to, if you're speaking up about something, they can spy on you and look at what you're doing. You know, I mean, come on, man. You guys got to start being smart with this stuff, man. You know, because this stuff is dangerous, man. It's dangerous. Okay, it's very dangerous, man. You know, but guys, you know, thank you so much, man, for just listening to me on this. This is all technology too. I mean, and it's no different with this. Even when you swipe your card, it's still the same thing. Somebody can go in and have access to your stuff, but. It's really interesting because the way that they have it set up with a new method, it's a new method version of doing something that go along with this new world order. So like the tapping, okay, it's all convenient. You're in line, okay, you are in line, you are submitted, so you get access, ease of access to, you know, convenience and stuff. This is why a lot of us have to go through fucking hell and back. Okay, because we've been called by Heavenly Father to do something, and see, life is made extremely difficult and hard for us. Okay, it is. it's purposely that way. You know what I'm saying? To get people to fall in line, because the motherfuckers don't want to walk all over the place. Okay, people get luxury. People are luxury. You know, they like the luxury with the cars and all this other kind of stuff. But you got to do what we got to do, man. You know, it is what it is. You know, this is all what we deal with in this day, man. This is all what we deal with, and even what I've dealt with. This was all an attempt to try to crush my spirit and faith. No matter what happened to me, I'm still keep speaking up about this stuff. You know. I mean, as long as I have the ability to do so, we get some food and stuff like that. As long as I have the ability to eat, we're good to go, man. Like, just, you know, leave me the fuck alone. Just give me food and that's it. You know, I don't need any of this other additional material stuff. I just want to be left alone and do works for Heavenly Father, man. I mean, that's what we want to do. So, guys, you know, and when a lot of the times, so think about what 11th of September, you know, I keep bringing that up because it's almost like a small version of the Great Reset that's already happened. It's like a small, and don't get me wrong, I'm not discounting the event, but, you know, the Great Reset of America is like almost 100 times that, you know what I'm saying? The 11th of September was like a test. They do these little things to test, especially, you know, 2020 was along those lines too, okay? With the jab, okay, and I'm telling you, man, that, you know, everybody should have a choice with that. You know, that was disgusting that they made other people shame each other and all that. It was messed up, man. You know, over something that if you want to get something injected into your body or not. You know, I think that was so messed up and so disgusting, man. I you know. Like I said, I prayed and we went over that. We didn't need that stuff, man. Didn't need that stuff at all. But guys, thank you so much for listening and tuning in. I'm gonna tell you, man. Heavenly Father's been with me. I don't want to disappoint Heavenly Father by staying silent about this. You know, we've been rocking, okay. And we continuing to fight, man. So let's continue to rock and roll. Let's continue to keep going strong. And guys, you know, this is going to be another short video today for you guys. Just think about some things, you know. I want you know, just to keep in mind how vulnerable you are, how your shit can get cut off if you're using a card or any kind of thing like that. If it's not cash, you know, cash is physical, okay? You know, the only way you can mess up with cash is if you lose it, okay? You lose a wallet or something like that. And there's other reasons why people are going to say, oh, I don't like using cash, because of the simple fact that you can lose it, okay? You can lose these things and it'll all get messed up. You know what I'm saying? And you're screwed. You know, but with the banks, it's still the same thing. So it's like a lose-lose kind of, like, you know, you can debate all day, but there's still negatives to both, really. So that's all, man. Guys, I'm gonna pray for my brothers and sisters that are continuously under oppression, man. Continuously. You know, going through struggles, man. Okay, right now, it is a struggle. You know what I mean? And if it wasn't for Spirit, I wouldn't be here, man. Okay, please, I continue to ask Heavenly Father to be with me and to guard and protect me, man. Okay, and we continuing to do these videos. We're gonna upload them on a day-to-day basis. I love doing these little vlogs to update you guys and continue to warn about what's going on in the system of things. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you, man. It is what it is. I mean, if it ever comes to the point where I can't eat or do anything, then Heavenly Father will take me out of here. Okay, I can't do any of this fucking garbage with this system, bro. I can't. You know, we rather die a death before dishonor, dude. You know, I'm not doing none of this stuff. And I don't want no part of it, man. I don't, man. I'm serious, bro. It's like that's the mindset I got, man. It's death before dishonor, man. Death before dishonor. Dude, better back off of me, man. Just leave me the fuck alone. You know, with all this stuff going on, trying to control people and all that. See, this is the mindset you guys gotta have, man. Be strong for Heavenly Father, okay? You know, I know that Yah is with me every step of the way. You know, Yah is my rock. I wouldn't be anywhere. I wouldn't even be here. Wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for Heavenly Father. All praise to the Most High God of Israel, day in and day out. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoy these messages. I hope you guys enjoy watching these videos, man. We're going to continue to rock and roll and continue warning about the Great Reset. Get prepared, man, and just always be prepared for something, man. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't wait till the last minute, man. Okay. Guys, I love you so much. Okay, you continue to stay strong. All right. That's what I pray for, man. You know, I continuously pray for Heavenly Father. I'd rather die than just do any of this other nonsense, man. You know, I'd rather fucking work my ass off and do it, whatever it is. I'd rather just die, man. You know, I mean, you know, a lot of this stuff, you know, that's going on is you know, it's really dangerous and bad, man. And you know, I'd rather die talking about Heavenly Father, and you know, staying what I know, what I've experienced, then go ahead and cower down. Man, I can't, man. I can't, dude. I can't do that, man. I can't do no submitting, man. You're gonna have to shoot me, man. You're gonna have to end my life, dude. You're gonna have to end it, man. Because I can't do that, man. I can't abandon the Most High God and Mother of all what has been done for me, man. You know, I can't do that, man. I can't, man. I can't, man. I can't. So, you know, whatever sacrifices has got to be made, man. You know, that's all good, guys. I love you, man. This is why I come on here and do this. I'm one of you guys, man. You take care, all right? You stay strong. Continue fighting, man. Continue to fight as long as you guys have the ability to. Continue to be in prayer. Okay, guys, we're at a point where prayer, you know, is very important, man. You know, and there's so many things that block people from our Creator. I'm telling you, man. Guys, you stay strong. Thank you, Spirit, for being with me. And I just, you know, I continue to pray about that, man. You know, I would feel just absolutely just. That's why the whole reason I keep saying things about submitting. There would be no point in even living, man. Because I tell you, man, it'd be, you know, it would be my spirit would be absolutely demolished and destroyed, man. I can't do that, man. I can't. And that's what I said. You know, see, Heavenly Father has, you know, see, be an honor, man. You see, Heavenly Father seeing people, you know, stand strong to the very end, and you know, hell no, man. You see, I know about. See, nah, man. Shout out to heaven. Shout out to Yahweh. Okay, guys, you know, you stay strong. You ain't got nothing to worry about, man. I love y'all, man. You take care. Thank you for tuning in to Truth Seeker Nation, and you know, continue to stay tuned with these vlogs. All right, guys, it's great. You know, stay strong in these last days. And this is Truth Seeker, signing out of Truth Seeker Nation. You guys take care. All right. Bye-bye.